Hi, Crimies! Today is Sunday, May 4th, 2025. I really needed to jump on the mic to get this story out. There's two missing kids that still haven't been found. This is basically our chance to make a difference. So I'm in the raw. I have no lashes. I have leftover makeup from yesterday. I'm an esthetician by trade, so let's not talk about that. I am even sporting a skunk sweater. There you go. You see it. So usually what I do is I research and write everything by hand on paper, just like this. Then I transcribe it to a Word document. I practice once or twice, and then I release my episode. However, this time, literally, it's all on paper. So you are going to hear pages ruffle. I know it's not an ASMR podcast, and I'm sorry if this annoys you, but again, really sorry, not sorry. Lily and Jack's pictures are going to be up on the screen for most of the episode. I really need everyone to have a good look at them and to have this engraved in your brain so that if you ever spot them somewhere or if anything triggers your memory, if you've seen them, then obviously we'll know instantly or somebody will be able to report the sighting. So this is Emergency Episode 1, Lily and Jack Sullivan. 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and her brother 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were last seen on Gairloch Road around 10 a.m. Friday. So it's now been over 24 hours and they still have not been found. They're missing in Pictou County. The mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, told CTV News she heard them playing in the room next to hers upon waking up, but she dozed off again shortly after. She also said that they're not typically the type of kids to venture outside on their own. By typically, does this potentially mean that it has been done before? I don't know. I'm also kind of bothered by the fact that, it doesn't mention where her partner was, but if the kids were heard playing around 10, why was nobody up with them? Anyway, that's besides the point. So she goes on to say, quote, "We always make sure that we're out there with them, and they just happen to go out that sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens, and they were outside playing, and we weren't aware of it at the time, and the next thing we know, it was quiet," end quote. That's when her and her partner, Daniel, started searching frantically. So while they're looking and yelling for them, they place a call to 911. Footprints in the driveway were leading to the road, and the mom adds that based on the searches so far, her children should have been found by now. As you can see on the picture, Lily has short, shoulder-length light brown hair with bangs, and police say she might be wearing a pink sweater, pink pants, and pink boots. The mother also added that it's possible Lily has a white backpack with her. Little Jack has short blondish hair and he was wearing blue dinosaur boots. Police have no further clothing descriptions at this time. And this sort of bothers me because if there's no clothing description, then to me, that means that no one actually physically saw the children prior to their disappearance that morning. This is an ongoing investigation, ongoing search with multiple agencies helping. There's ground searches, rescue teams, Civil Air Search and Rescue Association, the Department of Natural Resources, Air Services, and multiple RCMP units. As of yesterday, approximately 160 people were helping with the search. So while police say they can't say the kids were abducted because there's no evidence pointing to that, they also aren't ruling anything out at this point. It's a wooded area that stretches over acres, but police say they're conducting a very structured search. And also keep in mind, it's rough terrain, thick brush, and the maritime weather isn't currently cooperating. It's not ideal with a mix of periods of sun, heavy rains, cooler temperatures. They don't make searching easy. Searchers also need to keep their own safety in mind. A CTV News article also shares that the police is searching 3.5-kilometer radius of the forest, and that they are using the ribbon method to mark covered ground. So every area that they have covered, they mark it with a ribbon so they know not to search the same area again. The mother said police were out Saturday morning and there were drones and helicopters in the air. Now, there have been claims online that the children are shy and nonverbal, but the mother sets the record straight by saying these claims are false. She actually describes them both as being sweet, happy-go-lucky kids, and she says they would talk to anyone. She also says, quote, "They do have possible autism, but it's not extreme autism. It's just they have issues with school and they don't catch up with the other kids." End quote. The Antigonish and Colchester areas were issued a vulnerable missing persons alert around 5:30 p.m. Saturday, while Pictou County received one Friday morning. And I guess the vulnerable person alert was issued like in lieu of an Amber Alert because it didn't meet the criteria for the Amber Alert. Also, Saturday, Premier Houston released a statement and he said, quote, "People in Pictou County and across Nova Scotia are praying for a positive outcome for 2 missing children. During this time of worry, please know that our first responders and volunteers are working tirelessly during this 24/7 operation." End quote. Houston also said the Nova Scotia Guard stepped up immediately as a volunteer-led program and that this was their first assignment to assist during a crisis or disaster. So if you or anyone you know have any information on any sightings, it doesn't matter how big or small, or on the whereabouts of Jack and Lily, please contact Pictou County RCMP at 902-485-4333 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS or 8477. Police say they will search until the children are found. I'll show a screenshot of the alert because I actually received one on my phone too, so you can see exactly what was sent out, what was received by the public. So I have never done this yet in my past episodes, but I'm personally begging you to share this episode now so we can spread awareness together. Share with your Facebook audience or anywhere else you can share so we can literally spread the word together. We need to find these 2 kids before it's too late, and you can actually help by sharing. I can almost promise that clicking the share button is the easiest thing that you'll do today. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking a couple minutes to listen to this, and I hope we can bring these kids home together. Bye, Crimies.